Imagine if you could take a half decent ad that gets a 5x return on its ad spend and you could make it into a 25 or a 35x return without spending a single dollar more on your advertising. In this video, I'm going to show you secondary benefits of your ads and ways to further capitalize on each dollar that you've spent on your ads. Many of these of which, in fact, two of them, are probably things that you didn't even realize that you could do with your ads, and those benefits that can be capitalized on over 90 days right through to a couple of years after the initial ad dollar was spent. And if you've got no idea who I am, I'm Shoney. I have helped almost 3,000 coaches, consultants, and service-based businesses to scale with Facebook ads. We've actually achieved six-figure months, not years, in 21 different niches across those three categories. And inside this video, this is one of the reasons why we've been able to achieve that. Not just through great ads that are super scalable, but also about the things that they can do after the initial ad dollar was spent. And of course, as always, do all the YouTube malark, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video. Okay, without further ado, let's get into the 4 secondary benefits of ads. Now, there are many more than this as well, but these 4 are extremely key to further maximizing the ROI of your ads. And the great thing here is it's not just about getting better ROIs from your ads. I almost feel like this plays into massive stability and growth and predictability of leads and sales continuing to come in. If you do these 4 things that we're talking about here and actually utilize them, then you're going to be in a position where in the future, you are no longer just reliant on new ad spend. You're also getting the benefit of the ad spend from last month. You're also getting the benefit of the month before. You're also getting the benefit of the month before that. And so you can end up in a position where you go into every month, your ads are extremely profitable, you're scaling them and things are great, but you also just almost feel that people are now just coming to you. They just come out of the blue all the time. And when you reach out to certain people with certain opportunities as well, they're hyper responsive. And it's because you acquired their attention through ads, but the fast movers were the ones that produced the initial ROI, and these are the people that are going to convert over time. So let's, without further ado, go into number 1 here. So I'm zoomed in, and one of the first one I'm actually going to talk about here is followers, if I can actually spell. And so you might be thinking I'm talking about ads in which you boost posts and you get followers and you get into conversations and you turn those conversations into calls and calls into sales and things like that, okay? I'm actually not talking about that at all. This is something that, again, most people don't even know that you can do with ads or don't even realize that it occurs with ads. Now, because there's a newer update on the Facebook ads dashboard where we can actually add followers and profile visits on IG to our dashboard, now people can start to see this. I mean, most people don't add it to their dashboard, so they probably won't, but if you're to add it, you're going to start to see this in real time. And this is really cool because when you're running ads, let's just say that you're running our VSL funnel, okay? Our VSL funnel has absolutely nothing to do with followers or conversations or anything. In fact, our VSL funnel, which a lot of our most successful clients are using, is incredible. It's a system that it's 3 steps and people come in, they opt in, watch a video, apply for your program, not apply for a free call, and then book a call to discuss your program. It's completely hands off. There's no messages, there's no follow up or anything. It's just a completely automated system and it's dynamite. It's really scalable. But with that system, you might think, well, do I also need to have a system for generating followers? And yeah, if you want to go for maximization of every opportunity, then yes, you could. But something that's really cool here is, let's say that you're spending $50 a day or $100 a day, or the people who, have really scaled, the people who are doing over $250,000 a month with us, they're spending a lot more. They're spending 15 grand or 20 grand or 25 grand per month on their ads. And so when they're running a VSL funnel like this and they're spending hundreds per day, the really cool thing is tons of people see your ads and then go and visit your profile to suss out if they're interested in actually opting into your VSL. But the other thing is, the warmest people there, the people who are most interested, will very likely follow you in that moment as well, which means that you may have, let's just say $1,000 in ad spend. And then you may have for a VSL funnel, so it's higher intent. It's not like, hey, here's a free training plan or a nutrition plan, or here's a free quote for your house or whatever it may be. We work with all types of businesses, but VSL funnels are higher intent. So it could be, in some cases it might be $2, but it's probably going to be more along the lines of like three to £7 per lead, depending upon which industry you're in. So let's just say that that is 250 leads coming through, an average of, let's say, £4 per lead. Okay. But you may also find that you also got 321 new followers. Now, the 321 new followers are people that have been targeted through ads because of their interest. They have not just stopped scrolling and read your ad. They've clicked through to your profile, they've read your bio, they've maybe absorbed some other piece of content, and they've actively chosen to follow you so that they can see more from you. This is a very, very high intent follower audience. And if you do a couple of things like reach out, you may just book 11 calls out of that as well. So you don't just have the people that have come through the VSL funnel, you also have further leveraged this entire system and the secondary benefit of the VSL funnel, as an example. Okay, further to that, if you tag these people as they come through as people that have followed in the last 30 days or 6 weeks or 8 weeks, then the next time that you're doing something like a super spike offer or launching a new product or doing a new intake, you're going to be in a position where you can reach out to them and you can say, hey, thanks for the follow a few weeks back. I've actually got something that's going out on Monday. And given that we chatted recently when you followed me, I want to send it to you before anybody else. It's like you've thought of them rather than it's just merely that you're looking to sell to them before things go public. So this is another way to further yield from this system. So followers from ads that have nothing to do with followers is one of the great secondary benefits of ads. Number 2 here is emails. And so a lot of people do things like lead magnet funnels and even the VSL funnel, for instance, even 5-day challenges, paid challenges, live masterclasses, and they get names and emails. And it's actually scary to me, the amount of people that will say to me, oh no, I've ran lead magnet ads before, and actually they were quite successful. I had leads coming in at £1.50 or £1 or £2.50 or whatever it may be. And I'll say, do you get much traction from your emails? Because we also help with email marketing. So basically anything that's attached to what we're talking about here. So the benefits post interaction with your ads will also help with maximizing there. So with emails, for instance, I'll be like, so just to identify if this is something they also need help with, what kind of traction do you get from your emails? Seems that you've ran, lead magnet ads for the last year. Oh, I don't actually email my list. I've actually been pretty poor with that. I think the last time I emailed them was like 5.5 months ago, and I'm like, email is such an incredible tool for further lead generation, building that know, like, and trust, getting people with extremely high intent to apply and book calls. It's such an amazing tool. And with so many people niching down into, I work with high-end corporates and busy professionals and things of that nature because they want to attract people who are within affordability of their premium product. They live in their emails. The people that you're looking to work with live in their emails. And so email marketing is an incredible tool for you. And so if you're not using this, you're literally missing out on this 5 to 25x return over time. Sure, you can have email automations after somebody comes in, so they get 10 13 days. Our entry offer lead magnet funnel, for instance, we have a 13-day email sequence that gets people to take further action if they weren't a fast mover that took immediate action on the thank you page. But with email marketing, you have the opportunity of putting out an email 2 or 3 times per week. And every single time you put out that email, it costs you an extremely small amount of money, but it impacts people who already know who you are, who have already shown interest, and who are already very much in the market. So email marketing is a major one that people miss out upon. The next one, and I'm going to couple this could easily be 4 and 5, by the way, 3 and 4, is SMS and WhatsApp. And so again, people gather phone numbers. If you're not gathering phone numbers when you're running ads, you're missing out massively. In most cases, the difference in cost per lead is 5-10%. It's not, 4 years ago when it used to like double the cost per lead to ask for a phone number. It's now so normalized. And so when you ask for a phone number, it doesn't cost you a lot more, but remember, SMSs get opened at like 98 to 99%. Emails do not. So albeit the emails are amazing, they don't have the same open rates as SMSs. So why would you not maximize that? Why in your post email sequence after somebody opts in, why would you not have one or two SMSs across that 13 days? It's crazy. And further to that, the next time you have a live workshop, or the next time you have a new product launch, or you have an incredible YouTube video that's really going to change the game for them, you can send out an SMS that will have a 98 to 99% open rate to encourage people to go through and watch it or apply for the next intake or whatever it is that you do. Okay. And so SMSs are incredible. But further to that, WhatsApp is massively underutilized as well. Because with WhatsApp, you can automate that every single person that comes through your lead magnet, VSL, etc., gets a message that comes through that starts a conversation. So it could be, thanks so much for asking for access to X. It's now inside your emails, or here's the link to go through and get it. And then you could ask a question. And in my case, I would ask, are you running ads right now? And if people say yes, that's a right answer. If they say no, it's a correct answer. It's a question that is so on topic, it's easy to answer. It's yes or no, and both answers are correct. So if you can have a question like that, that would be a powerful way to start conversations with people inside WhatsApp. And there's a whole bunch of, like, I could do another video around the psychology on WhatsApp, ease of selling through WhatsApp, the way that people view WhatsApp versus, for instance, Instagram DMs. They look at Instagram DMs as bombardment, inbound messages. I don't know who these people are, things like that. WhatsApp is more family, friends. There's less people there. You stay above the fold for longer, so that even, they might see an ad from you in 3 weeks time, and it really hits the mark, or they see a social media post or a story update, and they're more likely to go next time they go into WhatsApp and they see your number 4 below their partner, their family group chat, and their friends group chat. They see you as number 4 there, even though you haven't spoken to them in 6 weeks. They're more likely to go, I think I'm going to reply to that. I think I'm going to see what this is about. And I love that about WhatsApp. I wake up every single morning, and inside my WhatsApp, it's not just conversations that have continued from yesterday. There's always a few people that have come through WhatsApp in the last 12 months that just restart the conversation with myself. Okay, so this is a really big one. And here's the next one. And this is the one that it does have ad spend associated with it, but this is a game changer as well. And so it's remarketing audiences. And so a lot of people, when they run ads, will find that the highest ROIs, right? And it's not warm audiences convert well and cold audiences don't. But for instance, your cold audiences might convert at a 9x return. Your warm audiences might convert at 32x return, okay? But there may not be that many people in them. But here's the thing, when you're running audience ads to warm audiences, if you're doing it the Shoney 255 method way, there's 5 audiences that we run. I've got another video about it, albeit that it has changed a little bit this year. I could do another video on audience building actually. But anyway, there's 5 warm audiences, and the only downside of your warm audiences is that if you're not refilling the pipeline, it's going to be the same people continuously that are seeing your ads. But when you're running any of our, other 37 different ad frameworks, the right ones for you, of course, because we would only cherry pick 1 or 2, you're getting the opportunity to refill the pipeline. So for instance, your 7-day stack, people that have visited your Instagram profile or your Facebook profile or your website in the last 7 days. Well, people from your ads are going to click through to your profile. People from your ads are going to click through to your Facebook page. People from your ads are going to visit your website or your funnel. In this case, regardless of if they opt in, regardless of if they choose to follow you, they now filter in to your warm audience ads. And the same thing's true even in the broader sense when we're doing things like social engagement 365 days. This also fills that pipeline dramatically. If you have videos in your ads and you have an audience of people that have watched at least 25% of one of your more recent videos, as long as you've selected your ad videos to be included in this, that allows you to fill the pipeline continuously and remarket to those people with things that are higher intent, like testimonial videos and direct ask videos where you speak to camera. Okay. And so these four right here can absolutely be the difference between what is, well, I would call this like an okay campaign, but really if you've got anything that 5 times your money, that's in real speak, that's still fantastic. But putting these things into place here and utilizing these things can easily be the difference of the initial ad spend returning this instead. And so if you want to have predictability of leads and sales coming into your business, and you want to continuously scale the business, you don't want the only thing that you can do to be increase ad spend on the front end to get more out the other side. That's a key part of the scaling process. When you've got a great ad campaign, it's about scaling the front end to get more out the other side. But imagine if you could 5x your results that you're already getting from that campaign by merely leveraging the other audiences that you have created in the best way possible. And if you're a coach or a consultant or a service provider who wants to have ads set up, or indeed you want us to run the ads for you, then all you need to do is go into the bio. I'll put a link there. Says work with Neil. You can go through, you can watch a 5-minute video to see exactly how it looks to work with us. If it feels good, book a call on the other side. We'll have a chat and see if it's a good fit. We don't even take payment on the call, unlike just about everybody else in the industry. So it's a low pressure environment. You can come in and you can see if it's a good fit for you. If it is, fantastic. If not, then hopefully it's the most valuable call that you've been on all year. Other than that, team, like, subscribe, do all that jazz, and I will see you on the next video.